What's up guys, Crane here from LogicLounge.com, and today I want to do a first look at these. These are Google's Pixel Buds. They're supposed to compete with both Samsung and Apple's offering, and I'm quite interested to check these out. It actually has some features that I'm quite excited to try, something that I think puts it out ahead of the rest, and especially of the Samsung and Apple's variety of earbuds and AirPods and whatever they decide to call them these days. Inside the package, you do have the Pixel Buds themselves. The packaging is very simple. You have two different sets of tips, one smaller, one larger. On the inside of the box, you have a Type-A to USB-C cable, and you have the instruction guide, which is pretty straightforward. If you have a normal Pixel phone, all you have to do is open up the buds and they will automatically connect. Any other Android phone or iPhone, you just need to pair them just like another set of Bluetooth features. Now, something that I'm quite excited about, and I'll leave open for my viewing pleasure, is the controls to the buds. The buds actually have touch gesture controls on them, which I'm very excited to try out. One of the things that these things don't have is touch controls the way that I would like to have them. I like the swipe, I like the tap and presses, where most of these will do with the taps and the presses, but they won't do the swipes, which I feel is more natural with these things. So I think Google definitely has an edge on that side. So let's take a look at the buds themselves. They are a, I'd say, medium-sized package when it comes to the overall dimensions of this. I'll take the AirPods Pros, for example. It's just a tiny bit taller, tiny bit fatter, maybe a hair wider, but definitely along the same size of the AirPod Pros. Now, the regular AirPods, it's a much bigger package when it comes to that. And as for Samsung's offerings, yes, it's slightly thinner, but I think putting either one of these in your pocket, the Pixel Buds are gonna feel a lot better in your pocket than this thing. I really think Samsung dropped the ball on how ergonomic they could have made this thing, but that's for another video. Let's take a look at the buds themselves. They're very straightforward here. You have a status light on the front here for your battery. You have the status light up here for your buds themselves. And on the back, you do have the connection Bluetooth pairing button. They're very solid when it comes to the opening and feel of this. It doesn't feel like they've skimped or gone very plasticky when it comes. The buds themselves are nice and tightly in there. One thing that does concern me a little bit on these buds is this little thing right here that feels like it's just going to poke your ear when it comes to putting them in your ears, but I do like this form factor. There is Microsoft's offering, which, what do they call them? The Surface Buds, the Surface something, which these discs are painfully large on those things, and I would highly not recommend getting them. These buds though, they look perfectly sized. Let me put them in my ears here. Yeah, that feels much better. Doesn't feel overly large in your ears, and yeah, it fits nice and snug in there. If I actually had to do this, I would probably put in the larger tips. These don't make not necessarily the best seal into my ears, or well, maybe they do if I push them in enough, but they do feel good in the ears. They really do. I feel like I could listen to these for an extended period of time and not feel like they would be bugging me at all. But what I'm really interested in is the sound quality. How do they compare to the lineup of what I have here? So I'll be right back. Let me connect these to my phone, and we'll play some music and see exactly how they sound. And like I said before, all you need to do is press the pair button on the back. So I'll do that real quick, and I'll be back with you guys. And we're back. I've got everything connected here. It was actually much simpler than I thought it was gonna be. I opened up the top and it found my Pixel Buds, prompted me to connect them immediately, and I downloaded the companion app, which got me set up with all the swipe gestures and how to use everything and connect it to my voice assistant, which is very nice. When I was doing something like the Samsung ones, it took me a couple minutes to get them connected because I had to do it the manual way, but it seems like OnePlus has deep integration, just like Pixel does with these earphones as well. So I'm very excited about that, but that's not the only thing I'm excited about. Excited about checking out the audio on this. That's really where I want to see how these compare across the line. So I'm gonna pick out my favorite song of choice right now and see how it sounds. So I tried to pick a song that was even with the highs and the lows, and it does it pretty well. Even the bass, which I don't like overly punchy, is nice. It works out very well. And it sounds like I'm yelling. It's because I've got these things in my ears and I can't really hear myself talk. But yeah, this is a good song. The range is perfect. It's hitting everything. If I had to put it somewhere in between here, let me pause this real quick here. If I had to put it somewhere in between all these phones that I have here, I would probably put the buds maybe somewhere like here. So if I had to lay them out, it'd be the original Samsung ones, the Samsung Plus earphones. I'd probably say the EarPods, the Pixel Buds, but the AirPods Pro really edges it out. It does have active noise cancellation. These do not, but they're so far stuck in your ears and you do have a pretty good seal that the passive noise cancellation is perfect on these things. The gestures work out pretty good. You can swipe forward, swipe back, and it's very responsive, very quick on all the gestures, and the surface area is just enough where you can make sure you're getting the swipe gestures and the tap gestures that you want without these things being overly large. And I think that was one thing that these Surface Buds that I haven't tried out yet kind of go downhill, is how large their surface area is. These ones are perfect. I like all the touch gestures. I vastly prefer them over voice or messing with my phone itself, but I gotta say, Google has a winning product here. The Pixel product line in general is something of a mid-tier line for me, and these are mid-tier. They're not the high tier. They're not like the Pros where you have active noise cancellation. They're nice mid-tier. I think they work out very well. These are something that I could pocket every single day, use every single day, and really have fun with them when I'm out and about, when I need to do things like make a phone call or just listen to music while I'm at work. These things, which I almost dropped, work out perfectly. Now, I must say I prefer getting the black version over these white versions, so I might return these for the black version. But other than that, this is a good solid set of wireless earphones. $179. It's not a bad price. I mean, it puts you right about here when it comes to the price range here. I do prefer these over the AirPods. I really don't like how these things fit in my ears, and I think these fit perfectly in them. So check them out for yourself. I'll have a link in the description down below where you can get any of these if you don't think I'm right or you have different opinions on the types of wireless AirPods, EarPods, HeadPods, whatever you want to call them, out there. So let me know what your favorite is. I know what my favorite is, but if you've used something else or you have different experiences, let me know in the comment section down below. Of course, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And of course, I will see you guys in our next video.